Sunday evening. I feel absolutely tired, absolutely smashed, but I'm still here getting it done. Final session of the week, the quad portion of my second leg session. Seeing as I've obviously split it up over two separate sessions now, doing glutes and hamstrings on Saturday and quads on Sunday. But yeah, I was part of a live podcast last night, and I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. The guys that I was speaking to were great. If I remember, I'll link the podcast in the description box of this video, and you can go watch it if you like. But yeah, it was with Paul Barnett from Anabolic Bodybuilding, just their live weekend recurring podcast that they do. And yeah, I didn't get to sleep till about 3:30 in the morning, and it's currently 7:30 in the evening. I did sleep in to try and make up for lost sleep, but it doesn't matter how much you sleep in, you can never really catch up for missed sleep before midnight. And the reason for that is just the amount of recovery you get from sleep after midnight is substantially less per hour than the recovery benefits you get from sleep per hour before midnight. But yeah, still getting it done. You just got to accept that you're going to feel rat shit, feel tired if you get a shit night's sleep. But yeah, starting with adductors here, about to do my first working set. We've got 3 of these, 3 sets of 12 to 20. Then I'll be going on to the leg extensions. I've got a few rest pause sets on that, and then into my heavy squat movement. But 3 exercises, nice and simple, nice and quick, in and out. Quads don't require a lot of work. If you know how to train hard, if you do train hard, if you can train with intent and you use relatively heavy loads because you're quite strong, you can't overdo quad volume. If you do, you're going to dig yourself into recovery holes. So just 3 exercises, 8 sets in total, and yeah, let's get after it. Yeah, on top of not really getting the best night's sleep, also had a pretty stacked day today. Sunday's usually the day that, like, if my partner or I have a lot of stuff we need to get done before the week, that's the day we usually do it. So we had to do a trip to IKEA. Mostly just I had to, essentially, just to get an office chair, because my weight is starting to get up to that point now. Normal conventional chairs aren't really bearing my weight very well, and I don't want to break the chair in the apartment that we're currently staying in. So I figured I'd just invest in an affordable, relatively inexpensive, but still somewhat costly office chair from IKEA that had a weight rating of 150 kilo. So yeah, I got that. Then we got a few other bits and pieces, did some groceries shopping, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, we're on our feet all day. We're out for a good 2/3 of the day, and yeah, I had a nap this afternoon, but if anything, it made me more tired. Got 2 more sets of this, and then on to leg extensions. Actually running low on this great EAA flavour. I'm gonna have to order more. I probably drink more of this than I need to or should, but it definitely does help get the water down sometimes. Just a very expensive way of getting water down. EAAs aren't cheap. So yeah, when I do restock, I'll definitely ration it. I'll make sure I only have like 1 serve a day. But yeah, I've lately been probably having 2 serves a day on average. And I mean, it doesn't sound like a big difference, but it makes you go through the same supply or the same quantity in half the amount of time. So yeah, it's definitely something to be mindful of, I think. But it's still cheaper than I suppose going out and buying an energy drink when you look at the cost of an energy drink in comparison to a cost of a serving of an EAA. And it's probably a little bit more beneficial. I mean, it still has a bit of caffeine in there, but you're getting some essential amino acids. So it's kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, but I still try ration it. Yeah, 1 set to go. Definitely feeling a little bit tighter than usual, but again, when you're sleep deprived, a few things that will happen that you'll probably pick up on is 1, your ghrelin leptin levels might be a little bit thrown off. So you might find that you're getting cravings for sweet food that you otherwise don't normally get to the same degree. You also just generally get a little bit more peckish or hungry. Other things that could also happen is your threshold or your tolerance to pain can lower. So basically you don't have as good of a pain threshold or pain tolerance, which essentially translates into stuff that might not usually feel sore or hurt. Suddenly does feel a little bit more sore or does hurt to some level. Like something as simple as like a pinch. If you're well rested, you're recovered and someone pinches your arm, you feel it, but you might feel it a little bit more and it might be a little bit more uncomfortable if you're sleep deprived. Stuff like that. So it kind of throws off the systems of your body, so to speak. So just be mindful of that. If you feel a little bit funky, a little bit off, and you have had a shit night's sleep, it's probably the reason why. On to the 3rd and final set. Also, something to add to that comment about sleep deprivation kind of throwing off your pain tolerance. It can also throw off your ability to gauge how far from failure you are, like your proximity from failure. So what you might normally say is 2 reps in reserve, you might actually say is 1 rep in reserve when you're quite fatigued and tired and under rested. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. Alrighty, first set of leg extensions, and it's rest pause sets today, so sets of 25. It's going to be hard. I still got that cyst that I was talking about. So it's a pain to get into the machine. And every time I extend and lock my knees out, just forces that load and that pressure into the cyst. It's horrible. If you've ever had a cyst on your leg, you know how painful they are. Let alone having the force of your entire body weight plus the machine pushing it into the seat. But yeah, got to get it done. Man, it's really humid at the minute. It's about like averaging about like 32 to 35 degrees Celsius, and then the humidity's like 85% or north of 85%. So yeah, it doesn't take much to sweat at the moment over here, but apparently the best portion of the year is coming up soon in terms of like temperature and weather and climate here. I think they said person I was speaking to from like November until February, March. It's like pretty cool because we're in the northern hemisphere here, so the season's opposite to Australia and stuff like that. So yeah, their winter is kind of like during Australia's summertime. So I've got that to look forward to, I suppose, but I can't imagine it'll be that cold. Probably just be bearable. For someone like me who's acclimated quite well and quite permanently to cooler weather. But yeah, next set of these, and rest, one more set, and then onto the big finale movement, the squatting movement of the session, which is meant to be hacks, but if it's taken again, if it's occupied, I'll improvise again like I did last week, how I did the V squat in place of the hack. I'll do something like that if the hack squat is taken again. Because I do like the Arsenal hack, but something about the Cybex hack and it being a little bit more vertical, more challenging, really overloading you in that short, in that not short, in that lengthened position at the bottom of each rep. You can't beat it. You really can't. So yeah, let's get on with it. Enough spider fucking. Oh. 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 God damn. This is the squatting movement of the session tonight. I think it's called a power squat. Could have that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's called a power squat. Yeah, two different spots you can load it up. You load it up here or load it up there. It obviously changes which portion of the range of motion is loaded predominantly. So I'll put it on the bottom here to try to load that stretch position more, because I just hit the fully contracted. Yeah, sorry. The fully contracted position or the shortened position on the leg extensions before. So with this, I want to really focus on loading up that stretch more. So yeah, going to do my squatting movement on this tonight and have the weights loaded on that arm as opposed to the top arm. Second set. I know I said I'm going to stay away from failure, and I still will, but I'm going to push it a little bit closer to failure on this one.